Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
19. What we got? 26. Say. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. 9 go.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Squish, double.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Mason Foster. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deshaun Jackson back deep for Washington. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check set. 19. Mike 54. Don't let him breathe. Play outside.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready? 29. 91 is the mark. And watch the
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now Michelle. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
91 is the Mike 91.
Now it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
A 56-yard attempt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Here's Watson. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Michelle going to try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down now, Pollard runs through the contact. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, D.
Run for Pollard. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Switch.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs